I really want to document this from like start to finish, just so everybody can see like really how much goes into pulling a litter, which granted it's not usually this much, but so for those of you who remember the 14 mange dogs that we got called about back in January, okay, these are dogs at that same house. So we ended up only pulling 6. It wasn't really 14. We were told it was 14, but like some were their own dogs and they were in good condition, like they were fine. But so we pulled 6, the 6 worst ones, and then another rescue was supposed to come back and get like the remaining 3, and they never did. I don't think they really understood that they were supposed to. I think that was a lot of miscommunication. Anyways, the lady has acquired more dogs in just as bad or worse condition, and we actually found out about it several days ago, but it's taken us several days to really get our wits about us and come to grips with the fact that we're about to get like 14 mange dogs all over again. So right now it is 9 o'clock at night. Oh, and I'm about to hit somebody. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and I am going to just do like a drive-by. That sounds bad. I'm just going to, I'm not getting out or anything. I'm just gonna go past their house and I'm gonna flip y'all around so you can see. All right, I'm flipping y'all around so you can see how spooky it is out here late at night. There's no rhyme or reason why I'm coming out here. I really just want to I don't know, just to see what we're dealing with again. Okay, so these are them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. Oh my goodness. 7. Oh no, he's fine. Oh, 7 just right here. Oh, babies. Oh. All right, I'll turn around. We'll go back. So there's a lot of miscommunication. The neighbors are the ones who have been contacting us, telling us this lady has more dogs, they're in really bad shape, but they are under the assumption that she does not want to give them up and she's very aggressive. But Jessica thankfully went back through her notes and found the lady's phone number from January, and I just sent her a text and was like, hey, like I heard you got a bunch more drop-offs, do you want us to come out and get them? And she was like, oh my gosh, when can you come? No. After I leave here, I'm actually going to Jessica's and we're going to come up with some kind of plan, but like we needed to know, so I guess that's the whole reason I'm coming out here. We need to know kind of what we're working with. We need to know if we need puppy fosters or adult fosters for these guys. And it's looking like we're gonna need a lot of adult fosters. But so we're actually gonna come back in the daylight and get everybody situated. So we're coming up to them again. Oh, they all got out of the room. Oh no, there they are. Can you see them? They look little, and it looks like nobody's home. So she actually, there's a little kitten. Oh my goodness. And the mama cat. I don't know if you guys can even see. But yeah, so I want this to be like a start to finish. I don't know what I want this to be. but we'll see when it all comes together what it turns out to be. I'm really hoping there's some cute little puppies, because y'all know mange puppies are my favorites. Love a mange puppy. But we just can't leave them living like that. That's so horrible. And not even just for the dogs, but for the lady. I mean, she's desperate to get rid of them, and they just keep accumulating. And she's like, I don't want to turn them away. I want to take care of them, but it's tough. It's tough living in Mississippi. Alright, so we'll pick back up when I get to Jessica's. So I think we should just go ahead and give everybody NextGuard like tomorrow. Are you free tomorrow?
Late afternoon.
We could do it Friday after transport if not. But I'd like to just go ahead and get them next card as soon as possible. Pull whatever puppies she has just so that we know they're not going to break the barbell. And
We don't have many puppies.
no, okay, so that's what I was thinking about. Okay, so I asked her, do you have a rough estimate of how many you need us to take in? She said, as many as you can. The mother dog ended up being pregnant and she had puppies. I think there's 3 or 4 of those. And 3 smaller dogs showed up. The ones that were left behind are still there too. And then she tried
As soon as she tried to call me and I never responded.
and then she said that, but I was like, her phone broke. Her phone's been broken. It's fine. But so the lady that emailed us on have you looked at this? No drama, but just people want us to think what else that I haven't seen yet. Okay, so the lady on Facebook said, oh, it's the same lady that we're talking about. She needs help with her own dogs now too. Okay, she said there's at least 10 adult dogs. So this is just the neighbor. This is not the lady.
And she wants us to take some of her own dogs? Yeah.
No, she just wants us to spay it. Would you be able to take a large breed? Oh no, she wants us to take it. Would you be able to take a large breed dog swim? All right, we can't deal with that right now, so we'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to that later. So the neighbor said there's at least 10, but probably more. 2 different litters of puppies, different sizes. I mainly only see them early in the morning. But Monday, we should have dealt with this sooner. It's been a while. On Monday, she messaged us and said there are tiny, maybe 6-week-old puppies that look like this, and then she sent a picture of a mange puppy that said they weren't dumped off. She went and got them. But this picture that she sent us is not a 6-week-old puppy.
I remember seeing that.
So I don't know if she's meaning they look like this because they have mange and they're bald, or they look like this because they're not fat. So just from my video, we know that there's 7 adults with mange. I have no idea what I'm writing, so
We'll make him edit out the stupid parts.
So I can't remember where we left off, but Jessica and I talked last night and we decided we really have nowhere to put these mange dogs, but we can't just leave them being eaten alive with scabies every second of every day. So we're going to go out there in just a few minutes and just give everybody NexGard, not take anybody with us. Not take anybody with us. I need to focus on that part. But give everybody NexGard so they're at least getting their treatment, you know, as soon as possible. So I'm going to run in the house. I am in a short sleeve and shorts and flip-flops. And if I even look at a dog with scabies, I get scabies. So I'm about to go in, put on all my winter clothes, leave Ollie here. We've been at my mother's house. Put on my winter clothes and meet Jessica and her son Caleb over there, and not take any dogs with me back. Okay, so I'm gonna go change and we'll be on the way. And I'm back. Okay, I also grabbed all of our NexGard for this mission. So NexGard, if you're watching this and you want to sponsor me, I spend a lot of money on NexGard. And I have gloves because your girl is not getting scabies this time. I am determined to not get scabies. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, slight change. So I left and then I came back. And I got dewormer because I forgot I wanted to deworm them. And then I also remembered I have a ton of food that I was going to bring them so that they don't have to keep buying food. Then I found out Jessica's son is not coming with us. Boo. So Jessica and I are on our own, so I'm going to go pick her up. I also have no gas, so buckle up. This is going to be an exciting ride. Well, this is not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. Do you need a next card? Let me look over here. Puppies! Oh, here's somebody. Are you the mama? Oh, Jessica. Okay, I forgot my gloves. All right, you watch that one. No, I got my gloves. I'm taking it with me. Hi, puppies. Hi, sweet baby. Would you say 2 to 5 pounds?
Pounds? No. No, I'd say 10 or more.
Oh, it's all bloody. So their door has a big hole in it. I wonder if they're going in.
I'm gonna come around here.
Hi, new baby. Hi. It's okay. It's okay. Hi. It's a real boy. Hi. Oh, I hear somebody.
It's a cat.
Hi, baby. Puppies! Look at that cat. I want to take that cat home. Are there puppies in here? Puppies! Oh my gosh. Puppies!
Gets everything a good environmental snow to come through the woods.
This makes great drama TV. Puppies! I can't believe you came in flip-flops.
I know. I wasn't thinking about the weeds.
Puppies! Puppies! I know.
I bet she's an older sibling of Pleasant Diamond that we
I bet she's their mom. I bet everybody's related somehow. I mean, there was 7 here yesterday. Where did they all go? Do you want to ride down, further down the road? Let's look over here. This is kind of nice. I kind of want this. I wonder if they'd sell it. Puppies! All right. Oh, should we leave that food here? Or not, since there's no people here.
Oh gosh.
He looks exactly like the little girl. Okay, but we need to maintain that we're not taking any today, except this one that's already in my car. Everyone else we're just giving medicine to, and then we're coming back. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. Alright, this one's little. Oh, Jessica, how are we gonna leave them?
I'm gonna medicate them. They're not as bad as this one.
Oh, but that one's little. Alright, I'm taking the little one.
Hello. Hello.
Alright, what weight are we thinking? Okay, so we're gonna do
this one with the beautiful eyes. You have just beautiful eyes. I am gonna give you some medicine. Ready? Oh my god, smell it. Oh, it's good. That's good. But I gotta see you eat it. Gotta make sure you eat it.
He's young.
Oh. Oh no, it's the boy, but you got big boobs. I gotta see you eat it. Gotta make sure you eat it. Oh, dear, that make you feel so much better.
Do we think we
Hey
can?
there. Hi, come here. Come here. Come on. No. Hey. Hey, you alright? Come here. Come here. Hey. Hey, come here. Come here.
Can you tell your friends to come over here by us? Can you tell them we're nice? Well, I've got my whole car full of food. Oh, they do have food at least. I love him. Should we take him? Although he probably would have more fun here than in a kennel. You look good. You look good.
I don't think we're gonna catch any of the others.
I know. Well, we were so close to getting that other one. And this one's got the cute little tail. I want this one. Look, here they all are. Look, what are y'all doing? Come here. That one that keeps laying down is worrying me. It doesn't feel good. All right, we've got 35 miles to make this happen. So Jessica, I was just gonna drop off some food up here for them, but Jessica walked down a little further and started hollering, "There's puppies, drive down here." So let's go see what she found. Remember, I'm not taking anything home with me today. Oh, she's grabbing some. Go, Jessica, go. she wearing gloves? The scabies.
You want me to put it in here?
Yeah. Hi, babies. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh. Hi, come here. Oh my goodness, you guys are so cute. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, how can we leave you? We just cannot. Hi. Here, will you take the camera? Oh. Come here, honey. Do you want some medicine? Hi. Oh, you want some medicine, don't you? Here you go. Look here. Here you go. It's yummy. It's yummy medicine. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in your mouth, okay? It's not gonna be scary, no. Oh, ringworm. Yay, that's an added bite. There, oh, yummy. Medicine. Yummy. Are you a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Girl, of course. What is this place? You're my favorite. Oh my gosh. So we have 7 puppies right now. And we weren't gonna leave with any.
Is that all the puppies? Because can't be leaving any puppies. Alright, so if I come in that room, doggy, how would you feel about that? Hi. How would you feel about it if I came in there?
I'll go back there.
Hello. Hello. It's okay. Oh, there's another one.
Puppy?
Yes.
Crap, I don't have room for all these.
Hey, you okay?
Where'd it go? Oh, I see it. Oh, Stu. Hi. Hi. It's okay. Hi. Come here. It's okay. Can you grab my neck guard when we walk out?
Okay. I feel like I'm hosting.
Oh my goodness gracious. Where's Caleb when we need him? I'm glad I brought us some water though. I'm dying. Some... Oh, I hear somebody. Let me see if you can get to it from around. Oh no, I guess you can't. Puppies! Oh. Puppies!
I'll just stay here and let you out when you're done.
Okay, please don't leave me. Puppies! Hello. You're so helpful. Thank you so much. I mean, I don't see any, and I don't see where they could even be hiding.
Oh, I just dropped the next card. But I'm afraid to let go of the door because...
No, please don't. Please don't leave me.
I'd rather lose the next card than to get trapped in there.
Let's go around here. Oh, that was him. I was about to say, we were just in there. Puppies! So this is where everybody was. Hi, do you guys need medicine or are you okay? Hi, sweet babies. Sweet, sweet babies. Hi, you guys look okay. You're watered, I feel that. I'm sorry, we can't take you. I'm sorry. Is that the one we already did?
Oh, yeah. No, you don't know this one, right? I haven't been able to touch this one yet.
I didn't even know
This
there
is
was.
the brown one.
I didn't even know there was one. Should we take a goat? Come here. Hi, come here. Should we take him just because he's the cutest thing in the whole world?
Up to you.
Where would we even put him?
Alright, chew it up.
I mean, I have dogs at my house until Monday. If we just left them down at Bonnie's until Monday, they could come stay with me.
I mean,
He's shaking you. He's scratching so hard.
I don't know. The problem is Bonnie's only, to my knowledge, got one kennel open. Because she keeps Dixie in one, and I don't know if Ginger stays in one or not.
What about your aunt's kennel just for the weekend?
It's not put up. Why don't we just leave them for the weekend? Come back on Monday.
Oh, I hate that.
We have given them much more than...
And they do have ringworm, and I don't want
This one just
ringworm.
peed while it was laying here.
Oh, Jessica!
Let's let the next guard kick in and do a little bit of good for the sake of all of our other...
Do we not have any open postures anywhere? Who does Natalie have?
She
One for
leaves
Michigan.
tomorrow for a week.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. One time. If I win, we go back and get the 2. If you win, we keep going.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Woo! See, this makes it look like I was the one that didn't want to get the puppies.
We really don't have room for them. Even just in my car.
So I need to text Bonnie and tell her.
Tell her, change of plans.
And 2 adults.
How can we leave them though? Okay, but we only have 32 miles, so like this is our last turnaround, and then we've got to get to a gas station. Oh, and there's somebody pulling up behind us. Okay, how are we gonna find them again though?
Just pull up to the one little
The silos?
Yankee place that.
She looked at us like, you don't go there. What are you doing? I'm so excited. Here they are, yay! I can get you.
Come here, sweet girl. Come on.
Make some room. Is that the right one?
Yes, she's not the one barking.
Here, you want me to go back in?
Come on. Let me pet her. Come on.
Come here, let's load you. You ready to go? Here we go. It's your lucky day. I don't care to go in if you don't want to.
She let me pet her, so maybe she likes me better.
You are skinnier than me too, so. I don't think that's her.
It is. It's the one growling at me though that I can't even see. Hey, y'all are
Come here, babies.
Hey. Oh, it's like he's in that thing right there. Oh, that's a mean mouth. Where is he?
I think he's over here. Are we gonna both be stuck in here? Oh, I broke it. But good news is we can get in and out now.
He's under. He's gonna be under.
Here, you hold them.
Oh yeah, he's all the way in the back. I see feet. That's all I can see. I think that it'll take him a minute to get out. All right, you're okay.
Oh, what even are those things? All right, you could come with us if you want to.
You broke the door.
I feel like after everything we're doing for them, they can afford to fix their already broken door.
Hi. Wait, here's your friend.
Okay, so swore up and down we weren't leaving with any, and we're leaving with 12. 12. I am feeling on me. So do you have time to go down to Bonnie's with me, or?
I need to be home by 5.
Oh, we got plenty of time. Surely to goodness cannot see where I'm going.
The only time for is us to run out of gas, and we have to carry 12 puppies somewhere.
Yes, so gas station first, then Bonnie's. So let's just deworm everybody and give them next guard and nothing else. I cannot believe how many we took.
Oh, like you're surprised.
I was like, we have nowhere to put them. We're not taking any. 12. And it's not even like, last time we only took like 5. 12. We almost tripled our number. So how many are left? At least 7?
Yeah, probably.
Golly. I mean, even if we could just get it to the point where after every transport leaves, I go and get one, and then it stays with me for a week and leaves the next transport. So we'll like the next 2 months we're gonna have a probably heartworm positive adult on every transport. Oh my gosh.
Alrighty, so I just texted Bonnie and told her that we're bringing all these to her. I told her you've got boarding dogs until the weekend, so we can reevaluate if we need to at that point. But she's always told me in case of an emergency, just bring them all.
Oh, that's nice. She's never said that to me.
Well, I reminded her of that. I led with that.
Here, this is your water.
Yeah.
I can't believe we don't have any more places where we can just stick an adult dog overnight.
Well, I have my kennel in an emergency, but I really need to save it for next week.
Yeah.
I don't want to get scabies on it.
Yeah.
I've got to get these dogs from Belmont. They're
So are we taking your Missouri? Where are we going? Wisconsin?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan!
Let me go through all 50 states real quick.
Florida.
Are we taking your kennels for Michigan? If we put these at Bonnie's?
No, because we had decided last night kind of we didn't need to use Bonnie's anyway, so we'll keep Bonnie's out, but I'll need to use Diane, and I'll use mine, and I'm going to have to use your laundry room.
Okay. And we do have my mom if we need to keep them there for like a week, and then the night before put them somewhere else.
We're going to have to, here, let me just pull my list out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
to go back down to Bonnie's, load them up, and bring them back up here, though.
Will we not take one ourselves? We gotta have them. We'll wait forever. You know, let's see how busy they are. Let's do that.
All right, if there's 2 or less vehicles, we stop. Well, that worked really well for me the first time we did that, so. Although I don't know why I want them. I don't know why I want to take them home. Because I don't know where we're going to put you.
All right, so we've got 5 and 4. Drop. Don't lose that box.
Let's do this too. Is Bonnie on days or nights?
I don't know. Here, would you like for me to do that? I need some of this. You got some more sponge?
I don't. Dr. Burton's supposed to be sending me some, because I'm out too.
Alright, so 0.5 for the
I do
ones.
1, because I'm sure they'll spit a bunch out. Oh, I hope there's no cars. There's 2 cars. Should we stop?
Yeah, I might as well.
Oh, there's 3. Oh, but she's leaving. All right, I'll call. was supposed to be the end of the documentary. But because we want this to truly be a start to finish what we go through pulling a litter of puppies, we have a little addendum to add. So today is Sunday. I've been at church. I don't ever look like this unless I've been at church. So today is Sunday. Last Thursday at like 11:30 at night, the foster called me and she said, I think you need to come down here. One of these puppies is not doing well. I don't know what's happened. They were completely fine this morning and this afternoon when she got home from work. Like, I don't know what happened. So I ran down there and one of the puppies was like lifeless. So I looked around, all the other puppies were, they were so, like, they ran up to me, they were so fine that I was worried how I was gonna get this sick puppy out of the kennel without letting the other ones get out. Like, that's how active they were. So I took this puppy to our hospital. It's really just a kennel that we keep all of our parvo puppies in, but because we also had another parvo litter at the time, all of my parvo medicine was at the hospital. So I took this puppy to the hospital, started fluids, started the medication, and she perked up. I don't want to say quite a bit. She perked up. She got some of her reflexes back. You know, like she would blink and track me while I walked, which she wasn't before we got there. So I thought she would at least live through the night, honestly. So I put her back in my car and took the parvo medicine home with me. And I went down to the foster barn to just go ahead and like start the treatment on everyone, just so they go ahead and get it in their bodies right away. Whether they had it or not, they'd been exposed to it, so we needed to go ahead and start the treatment before their bodies even knew that they had it. So I got down there and one of the little males, so both of these puppies were the bigger of the they were two litters, and we call them the big litter and the little litter, because as you can tell from the video, like some of them are quite a bit bigger than the little bitty black and tan ones. So this is the bigger litter, and he was the exact, and I had only been gone for like an hour, so it was so strange to me that they were so active when I left, and I came back, and I mean, he was in the exact same shape as the white one. So I picked him up and took him home with me to start treatments, and by the time I finished giving everyone their medication and got him in the car, the first one had passed away in my car. So that was difficult. So then and while I was down there, which was the most bizarre thing, I gave one of the little ones the Baytril injection for parvo, and she falls to the ground and has a seizure, which has never happened ever. So she's like drooling and pitiful and shaking and terrified. She just had a seizure. She has no idea what's happening. So I took her home with me too. So this is, I don't know, like 2 o'clock in the morning now. So I FaceTime Dr. Burton, literally pretty sure like the world's falling apart and like this is the end of the world. And so I'm calling her because, you know, like I can handle parvo, but what I can't handle is a parvo puppy randomly having a seizure and drooling and can't walk and acts like it can't even move. So I call her wake her up from a dead sleep, which I know she loves. And she, you know, calmed me down, walked me through it. So we were on the phone for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, and I'm like, okay, like, you can go back to sleep, like, I've got it now. And she's like, well, I'm kind of invested now. So she just stayed on the phone and watched me run around with a chicken with its head cut off, and pumping the second puppy full of fluids. And the seizure puppy, she was parvo negative, so didn't have any symptoms. We think when I gave the injection that it went in the vein instead of the muscle, like I clipped a little bit of the vein, because elementary school teacher, not a vet, have no idea what I'm doing. So we think that caused her to have a seizure. But so after that, she was fine. She ate a whole can of A&D. Thank you, Susan, for sending that to us. We have used the entire case already. So anyways, so the second puppy ended up dying like minutes after Dr. Burton and I hung up, and we were on the phone for like an hour and a half. So then the next morning I went in, so what we had left were 3 of the big litters. So that was like 2 white ones and a big brown one. So I pulled them because they were so sickly, so skinny, still completely bald. So they came home, they came to my ICU, which is my bathtub. And the 4 little ones were all parvo negative. So they were completely fine, solid stools, eating, drinking. So they went to another foster of ours. Just so we could, our foster barn is great, but it's such a long drive down there, and you know, like out of sight, out of mind, honestly. So, you know, we don't go down there and keep an eye on them like we would if they were up here in our bathtub and we see them, you know, 50 times a day. So we put the 4 at another foster home where they could get more like observation time. Started them on parvo treatments. So this was Friday, and let's see, Monday, we noticed some. So my 3 ended up being totally fine. I mean, not totally fine. They were pitiful and and suffering, but I mean, they lived. They were fine. What are you doing? Are you feeling so much better? Oh my goodness. You trying to get out of the tub? You better not get out of the tub. You better not. You better not get out of the tub. Good boy. You better stay in. But so Monday, the 4 didn't stop eating, but you know, didn't run to the bowl when we would put the food down, which was a little alarming. And then they started to get diarrhea. So we had already been treating them, you know, so we weren't worried. We knew what it was. We knew it was coming. So I went over there and I parvo tested them, and the 2 that were parvo positive I took back to my ICU with me. We're doing round-the-clock fluids, and they were the most bizarre parvo litter I've ever had. So I have a nanny cam set up in my ICU, so I can see them all the time. And I know like who's eating, who's drinking, you know, because I can see them. So they would get up, eat or drink or walk around, and within an hour be dead. And like that doesn't happen with parvo puppies. So typically with parvo, like you don't eat, you don't drink. And then when you do start eating and drinking, you're over it. Like you're on the mend, you're on the up and up, you got through it, you're gonna be fine. So it was so bizarre that like these signs of life that we would be so excited about were so short-lived because they were literally stiff in an hour. So we ended up, so I brought the 2 home, and then when the first one died, I was like, okay, like this is, because we had already been doing treatment on them for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, for like 4 days. So it was very bizarre that this one died. So I was like, we obviously need to keep a better eye on these other ones. We need to start them on fluids sooner. So I went and got the other 2, so all 3 were in my bathtub now. And the next day, one again got up, walked around, stretched, laid back down, never got back up. And then later that afternoon, one got up, ate A&D, which is like our miracle food, and laid back down and died. So we ended up, that was a litter of 4. We ended up losing 3 of them. From the litter of 5, we lost 2. So, I mean, it was brutal. So our whole plans, if you remember at the beginning of this hour-long movie, our whole reason for going out there and pulling the puppies was so they didn't get parvo. Our first litter back in January that we pulled from them, the original Mange 14, they broke with parvo too. So we kind of suspected that they had parvo like on their property, in their environment, because you know how impossible it is to get rid of parvo. So our whole plan was to go there and get them before they were able to like break with this. But so what we think has happened or is happening with these puppies is they're growing up in this environment with parvo, but because they've been so accustomed to it, not stressed out, like it's what they've always known, they're able to kind of like keep it at bay and fight it off. But then when we're taking them out of their environment, we're bringing them to this foster home, like even though it's better than what they've had and they have food and water and shelter and blankets and toys and all that, it's new and it's stressful and they're not used to that. So that's what's causing them to break with it. But I don't know why it killed them though, because like especially the 4, because we started them on treatment before their bodies even knew that they had it. We were treating them for it, which I don't know, it was so frustrating. And it's so hard that we went there, stressed ourselves out to save them, you know? Like we went and we got them, we took more than we wanted to take because, you know, we wanted them to have a better life. We wanted them to be taken care of and this to not happen to them. And then it happened anyways. It's like, why did we even go? Why did we even take them? But so the 2 adults that we pulled, the little corgi mix or whatever he is with the beautiful eyes, he actually went on transport the next day. His wolf trap name is Duke Dog. And then the next week, the adult female got to go. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know how to pronounce whatever she was named, but she went. Both of them are doing really well, but again, they're adults, so we wouldn't expect them to break with parvo. So our plan is, now that we've survived all of this parvo, knock on wood, our plan is to go back and get like 1 or 2 more adults this week. I don't know if they'll make it on transport this weekend. I don't even know when you're gonna see this. My life is so crazy. I don't know when I'm gonna get this edited and finally posted. But anyways, there may or may not be another adult dog on the way. It may still be down here with me. We may go get all of them. I have no idea. There may be more puppies. Who knows? But so I probably won't add any more to this video. I don't think so. I'll probably just make some more posts to keep you guys updated on what's happening. So to recap, we left with 11, not 12, even though we thought it was 12. We left with 11, and we lost 3 little ones and 2 big ones. So it's been brutal. It's been so brutal. But everyone else is doing great. Their hair's growing back. They're getting so cute. They're gonna be up on transport this week. Everyone's eating, drinking, doing so good. So we're really thankful for that. Been a lot of prayers said for this litter. But I'm so glad that you guys watched this. I know some of it kind of dragged on, but that's the story of our life. Sometimes the litters that we pull, their stories, they're a little long. But I'm so glad you guys watched it. I hope this gives you a little glimpse of what we go through. Every time we pull a litter of puppies, we risk, are they gonna break with parvo? So it's crazy. All right, thank y'all.